Happy Friday.
Happy
Hey, what's
fucking
up?
Friday.
Que pasa, we putas?
Oh, man.
Getting so much better at that, Jared.
What's going on?
Gracias, amigo.
Just gonna have to come out to Arizona and try that.
He gets stabbed.
That's not cool.
Pinche perro.
So, how's your week, guys?
Long.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was
You
It
guys are one bunch of us exciting people.
yeah, you know, yeah, I know, right? It's like catching my breath. Yeah, it was a long fucking week. I know you guys. What my dog was having seizures again. So you know, I've been up for a couple, not now, but I was up for a couple of days straight, you know, watching him. You know, Jeanette would take turns, you know, back and forth with him. Medication is up higher now and stuff like that. So you know, that's that was kind of rough. I took off one day, and then I happened to be off today for vacation. I had a vacation day in the books, so that I got, you know, caught up on some whatchamacallit. Jeanette wasn't feeling well today, so it was just, you know, just a lazy fucking day today. And so you know, and you know, you're poking around that. You know, I know we were talking about the quality of life now. Like, does this come into effect? I mean, like, you know, I mean, he hasn't had a seizure in over a day now,
That's
but
good.
but he's still like white. You know, I'm still helping him up the stairs. You know, it's only 3 steps. You know, he's still pacing. And he's up on, you know, his medication is like phenobarbital and something else. And the medication, like, if you took it, you'd be fucking wiped. Like, and this dog like fights it. Like, he's stubborn. He just keeps walking around, and you know, he's bumping into things. You know, when he first had the seizure and everything, it's like almost like he's blind. Like, he just doesn't know where the fuck he's at. So, and you know, it was like every 3 hours, and then it was like every 4 hours. You know, and then it started spread. You know, so like whatchamacallit, and then so that's what I was doing for, like, since I think, what was it, Wednesday I started. I was wondering if it was Wednesday. I think Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So Wednesday it started. So actually, it started like at 2 a.m. on Wednesday, and then I called into work at 2 a.m. For Tuesday night. So I called in Wednesday for work, and then I went to work. Is that how it is? And then I went to work Thursday, and then I'm off Friday. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, fucking yeah, shot. Just a fucking shot. And what's up, Redline? What's going on, Mike? So
you want to shout these people out? You want to pop them up and let's say hi? Yes.
Let's do it. I'll go to the top right here. Hold on a second here. First,
Gerald.
He beat Shauna.
Fucking Gerald beat Shauna.
Gerald.
Shauna was next. James Perry. Shauna did a bunch. Hold on. You got Paul. You don't count.
Yeah. Story of my life.
Miss Sanchez.
Miss Wood.
Hey.
Mr. Toppin.
What's up, Junior? JR, what's up, my man?
Junior. What's going on, Mike?
And Devin.
What's going on, Devin?
Yeah. So I'm going to put a positive spin on your story. Like, I'm sorry you're going through that. You know, it's shitty. You know, we love our animals. They're all like family. So,
yeah.
But funny story. So I had a dog. I don't know if I've ever told you guys this one. Was on the same medication. Little white pills, right?
Yeah.
So this is now about 15 years ago. You know, went drinking with the boys, woke up, had a bit of a hangover. Going to work, I go on the top of the fridge, white bottle, looks like Tylenol, grab one, pop them in, go to work. I'm telling you, I was so completely fucked up. I went to my boss and I'm like, I think I drugged myself and I need to go home. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, the world is spinning. I don't feel my legs. I'm like, this is no good. And he's like, what did you take? I said, I thought I took Tylenol, but I'm pretty sure I took my dog's seizure medication. So, anyways, I drove home, and I should not have drove home.
Shouldn't have drove home.
No. So, anyways, I got home safely. Thank God, I was only not far. But that being said, I went in the fridge. I took that medication, and I threw it directly in the garbage. And I'm like, if me as a big boy can feel like that, I could only imagine what I was doing to a 60-pound dog.
So, and my dog gets a pill and a half in the morning and a pill and a half at night.
Yeah, like I'm telling you, Paul, I took it, and like the fact that the animal can move is impressive.
Yeah.
I went into bed and I didn't wake up till the next day.
Allie can correct me if I'm wrong, but their body temperature is higher, so their metabolism is faster, so it doesn't process in their body the same way it does ours.
Yeah.
Well, she's saying dogs metabolize drugs differently. Thank God.
That's good.
See, babe, I do listen. You think I don't listen?
Coder, what's going on?
What's going on, Craig? Yeah. So
he's been putting out some funny videos lately.
He's
useful stuff too.
Oh yeah, what was his last video? Was what was his last video about?
Buyers. It was basically as a buyer.
Buying code. Yeah, the buying code.
Yeah, and it was good. It's accurate. It was fun.
Yeah, he hits on all the points every time he posts something. I give him a thumbs up. It's really good.
The thermostat one was good too.
What's up, Mike?
What's up, Mike? Yeah, he's been putting out some good reels.
Yeah. Crystal made a suggestion for his next one.
The seller.
The seller one, yeah.
So speaking of buyers and sellers, I hear that we have a little topic to discuss.
Oh boy.
On our show today.
Oh boy.
Do I know about this, or is this?
I think so. You should know about it.
You should know about this.
You should. Discussing flippers.
Oh yeah.
Or is it flippers, or is it sellers, or what's the difference? Both? Which one's ethical and which one's not?
All right. You're starting it, so who are you pointing to?
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
Okay. So, as a breeder, I personally don't buy to flip. However, if an animal doesn't fit my project in the future, I will sell the animal. But that's the same as you're increasing and changing your collection. If things don't fit your program, you will take an animal that has more genes or more geared towards your plan. You keep that one, and then you may let go of the. I'll use it for an example. The mother of that new female, for instance. So, like I think there's kind of a code of ethics when you're talking about that. Like,
so. All right.
Go ahead, Paul.
So you're saying, so if all right, somebody buys a bunch of snakes that gets a good deal on it, or buys a collection and keeps one and sells the rest. Okay, and then he keeps buying collections, and then is that considered flipping? Now, or is it now? So a guy is marked as a flip. He flips or whatever. Flipper just sounds weird to me. Yeah. Now, is it because you think that they're not taking care of the snakes, like because they're not there?
No.
Like, do you think that?
No,
there's no quarantine period involved, and you're
it all
looking
depends
to
on what you
make
do.
more than you bought for, you know.
Yeah,
I don't see anything wrong with it, right? I mean, I don't do it, but I don't see that it's that awful. I mean, there's some big time breeders that used to do that to get
Well,
their money,
Oh yeah.
right? So, I mean, is it awful?
Well, I don't think a lot of big time breeders usually do it. I like to think of them as, it goes back to what Jared was saying. Are they flippers or are they wholesalers? Are they buying?
As well.
Because like Brian Barchuk actually did a lot of sales, and I don't think he was producing quite all the animals that he was selling, but I think he was also getting them locally. So like if I was going to an expo and I didn't have enough animals, and I'm buying locally and supporting another local breeder and bring it to an expo, as long as I did, let's say, a quarantine, my own quarantine, because obviously my animals I treat one way, everybody treats their animals differently. Some I would even say maybe better than me, some maybe not as good as me. There's always that gray area. But as long as the animals hit your quarantine, you made sure it's healthy. I think there's a certain sense, but I think there's a difference between it. Let's say if I was importing animals, so right now people would say we're already saturated. Some people would say if you're taking already something that's saturated, and I'm taking animals from the States, and I'm just taking a whole bunch of animals, no real gene that we don't have, just taking more pied animals from the States and bring them here just so I could try to sell them to flip them for a buck. I would say that's maybe wrong. Maybe if I was going to take locally and take someone else's animal and sell them, at least you're not adding to the problem. You're just using what's there and utilizing it. Does that make sense? Maybe.
So how long? Say you buy a collection from somebody,
Yeah,
or you buy a bunch. They don't have time to go to the shows, so they're wholesaling off their whole everything they produced that year. You buy it.
yeah.
How long do you hold it before you put it on your table before it's considered not flipping?
I think usually a 3-month quarantine is normal when you're buying anything kind of like to that extent.
So if you hold it for 3 months, then it's not flipping. But
well,
if
you
buy it, put it straight on your table.
but are you going to, Jerry? You own snakes. You have snakes.
Mhm.
Are you're gonna, if you're gonna buy, let's say, my collection, just for talk's sake, if you're gonna buy my collection, you're gonna buy my collection because there's a lot of stuff in my collection you like. You're not gonna buy it and invest money into something that you already have, already could make, and well, why would you wouldn't do it? It wouldn't make sense.
Here's why you would. And I'm going to say this, and it's going to be an unpopular opinion. And I'm not saying that I do this.
We're not popular as it is, so it's okay.
Because I don't have the money to do this. But the fucking money machine in the U.S., if you've got a competition and you can afford to buy your competition out, then it strengthens what you have because it takes one of the players out of the game. So, and I know the big ballers do it because I've heard about them doing it. They will go in and they will offer a low ball fucking offer to get somebody out. They take in that collection. They either A, cull it, or B, flip it. And then guess what they have? Now they have more snakes on their table. Their snakes look better. And they have more to put out. And they have one less competitor on the table or one less competitor at a show. So that's kind of the super American thing to do, is to buy
them out.
Take them out.
Yeah, to take them out. And
you want to make sure that they're eating, they're healthy. I mean, you don't want to buy something from somebody today and then this weekend there's a show and it's got mites or it's stuck shed. It's
that's
not
what
eating.
We want to do.
But I know it's in a perfect world. Yeah, I mean, it's not happening.
I won't do it just because I put my name on it. I don't want anybody to have a bad. I don't want to have a bad name for myself. So by by putting out somebody else's animals on my table if they're not as healthy as mine are or aren't eating as well as mine are.
Gerald said that, and he thinks it's funny, but there are people that do it just for the racks. The animals they have aren't worth fuck, but the racks they have are worth $1,500. So at the end of the day, the worst they're going to get out of it is a fucking used ARS rack.
We know somebody who did that, and they ended up with so it was a really good deal, right? Essentially, but what they ended up running up in vet bills kind of, made it more expensive than just going out and buying a brand new ARS rack.
I had a really good company come up to me at one of the expos, and they bought a few of my animals because they own an actual reptile store. So instead of going through a wholesaler, they just came to me and bought a couple of my animals that they would sell at their store. I gave them a discount because they were buying from me, and then they brought it home to where they're from, and they sold it at an increased price after they did their due diligence, right? And I'm okay with that. Again, I think you're supporting local, you're keeping the animals local, and you're buying from other people. You, in theory, hopefully buying healthy animals, giving them the proper quarantine, and then finding right homes for them. So I think as long as you're doing it ethically, and you're not just bringing in a buttload of animals to support local. I'm a big one that if I can support local, I will. Like I'm not gonna go to somebody and buy a pied from the States when I can go to a whole bunch of people here in Toronto, Montreal, Alberta. If I'm going to reach out to the States, I'm going to go out for something cool that we can't readily get, or that's pretty cool.
What's up, Patrick?
Some echo.
Yeah. So, I had something to say and I just forgot
it. You've had very little sleep this week.
Did you get into your dog's meds?
Yes.
Took one of those pills.
Yeah. I don't. I mean, it's about because listen, you're gonna find good deals everywhere. And what JR said, he just said he's seen guys that buy at one table and then 3 hours down he's selling to somebody else. I'm not sure if it's Outback. But they have like 7
Sounds
tables,
like Outback.
8 tables. Guy came around and bought every single Blue Eye Lucy that was on the fucking table. He bought it for $1,000. Bought them all. And then he had them in deli cups at his table. So it's just,
see with that though, like if something happens, but if something happens to that snake, like you don't know anything about that snake. You don't know its background. If someone takes it home and it dies, that's your brand's name on the line.
Yeah. So
that to me is what I would consider flipping. Buying it right then, turning around, relabeling it, putting it on your table, and bumping up the cost.
Of course.
Yeah.
So I mean, you could get 10 times better deals in overseas. I know people are buying 10 snakes or whatever at a clip, and some people are selling them for more money over here because you can get Desert Ghosts over there, which is even better lines over in Europe, for fucking cheap, and you get them sent over here, and you're selling them for $1,000.
It's because Desert Ghost is really trash.
Yeah.
You are going to get our show completely shut down.
Who?
Jared.
It's not going to be you, Paul.
It's been out for fucking 10 years. It's not doing anything fucking great for the community except upping the fucking cost of anything that has Desert Ghost or Het Desert Ghost and causing a controversy. Because there's Desert Ghost A and there's Desert Ghost B and there's Desert Ghost C, and nobody knows what the fuck any of it is.
It's a good marketing system.
It's not worth the price point. That's why I don't have it in my collection.
Thank you, Mike.
It gets it moving.
So Gerald puts out there are some really garbage Desert Ghost clowns. There are.
You're right,
in every animal, there are really good quality ones. There are really bad quality ones.
Yeah.
So you can go to some, and the way it just comes out, it just pops. It looks great.
Right.
Me and Crystal were talking about this with geckos. You can find a really, really nice lily white. You can find a really crappy lily white. So are they both lily whites? Yeah, they both have the genetics, but there's ones that pop and there's ones that don't. But they're both lily whites.
Right.
I'm sure you guys have even seen really nice pastels. And I know it's just a pastel. But you've seen some really nice ones, and you've seen some ones that are like, well, that looks borderline normal.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's and you can say it with absolutely any one that you can come up with. You can say it with Orange Dream. You can say it with Pieds. There's really good examples. There's awful ones, and there's everything in between.
It goes back to what your boy the King was saying a while back, right? When the episode we talked about a couple weeks ago,
the drama episode. Yeah, gotcha.
The drama episode. So yeah, there's good and there's bad of all, and sellers are going to show the very best to make this what you want to see versus what the same thing looks like with a little bit lower expression and low quality.
Right.
So does that mean that fucking Desert Ghost clowns are worth $10,000-$20,000 when they were worth fucking
shut up, Devin?
I don't know, 400 4 years ago?
They're probably even cheaper than that, right?
No, they're not. They're not. It's not worth the fucking price point. You can put different genes in there that do the same thing for a quarter of the fucking cost.
Yeah, but when it's been hyped up,
it's
all about the brand.
That's the American economy, and unfortunately, the American economy runs ball pythons right now. So what comes out of the States, especially out of our Lord and Savior Justin Kabilka, when he promotes something, he promotes it right. He does.
You can't fault him for doing it the way he's doing it.
Did you just call Justin God?
Yeah, he's the god of the ball python world.
I would say he's one of the best. I don't know if I go as far as calling him God.
Name one better than Justin Kabilka.
No, I'm just saying calling someone God, like for the people who are religious, I'm just saying that's.
I said he's the god.
I guarantee there's some backyard people that are better than Justin. They just don't.
He markets himself very well, though.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I also think Justin has snakes from other people that he sells.
Ooh, challenge.
Maybe, right? I would assume so. At some point or another, it would be just like us because he has a group of friends that he uses their snakes or they do snakes and they sell it just like everybody does. So it's not in the realm of them not doing it.
Well, no, he definitely has snakes from other people. And Bob Vu picked up one. What was it? Two shows ago?
Exactly, Mike.
Everybody gets animals from somewhere else, and I'm not saying that you're wrong. In maybe one category, there's somebody better than Justin, and I mean they might be specializing in just one specific group of genes. Like Justin's very well rounded; he's got a lot of amazing stuff. But is there somebody better that's dealing specifically with Xanthic? Maybe. If you were buying only Xanthic animals and you're specializing only Xanthic and you've got 10 amazing bangers of Xanthic animals, could you make something fantastic? Yeah, sure.
So that's the difference between Justin and Ozzy, right? Justin is really good at everything he touches and he finds a way to make it work. Ozzy has niched himself and he's narrowed it down. Like, you want to talk about OD? There's not a fucking person I'd rather buy an Orange Dream from than Aussie Boys.
Yeah,
I would buy it over Justin's OD stuff because it's just like the rest of them. Some of these big breeders have mixed so much stuff that even they don't know exactly what it is, and they guess. Like, this is what I think it is. I'm going to tell you it with a confidence because confidence sells, but they don't always know without genetic testing because you
Right.
miss stuff. So you're gonna get a snake from friggin' Justin, and you could put it to something and end up with a super that you never even thought possible because it wasn't listed. Justin Kabilka himself said that he doesn't even list blade. If he has something that has possible blade in it, he doesn't even list it as a possibility because blade does not sell.
I like Blade. That's me.
I love blade. I have a super blade that I produced myself, sitting up there, waiting to get bigger to breed.
So now that you made us like every other goddamn snake show, and because we've been actually talking about snakes,
We got
when was
people
the last
watching them.
when was the last time you drank? When was the last time you just drank mix? And you don't count, Paul, because you don't drink. Just mix.
What the fuck is mix?
It's like a double, or
No, mix would be like orange juice without vodka, Pepsi without rum. When was the last time you just drank mix?
Oh, every day.
Okay,
I drink an energy drink at least 3 times a day.
that's not mix.
Yeah, that's what
I
I
mean,
mean.
maybe
is it
with
not
some
really?
Jaeger,
It is.
Red Bull.
100%.
I
You
guess-
can have a Red Bull. You can have a Red Bull and vodka.
I guess
Yeah.
anything could be mix.
You can mix anything.
It's like, when was the last
Coffee,
time you ordered
Baileys.
Coke without having sex? You know?
Fucking mixed. I thought he was talking about the Irish.
I thought he was saying mix. You fucking mix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mix is anything without alcohol.
Well, that's
Gotcha.
When was the
100%.
last time you ate a blueberry without a pancake?
I think that's 100% true. So people don't list genes on purpose, and the next thing you know, you're having blade running through your projects, or
Right.
some people don't list the hets because they don't give a shit.
Well, the problem is like it's not that you don't give a shit. Like I bought a possible quad hat from Billy at the expo because it was pretty and I just bought it. So I but people don't list possible hats sometimes because there's no dollar value in it. If you put a possible hat, it might prove, it might not. Am I going to put it? If you do,
I
it's
was
more
just
like
going to say what Gerald said too. I was going to say head albino, I'm sure, is left out a lot.
Yeah.
So next thing you know, you're going to have fucking albino.
You can't
snakes.
talk about this. You're going to give
Yeah,
Gerald a
you pop out
fucking
of
heart
the
attack
yeah.
talking about snakes because the fat man said don't talk about snakes. God damn it.
We literally have a snake crawling in the background.
Yeah.
We got a snake on stage.
Oh, there, Jared.
Shots fired.
Bang bang.
Fuck.
What time do you have to be in Tennessee tomorrow? You have to be there at 7 tomorrow?
I live in Tennessee.
Whatever the fuck you got to go.
I got to
You
go.
gotta go a few hours away,
It's
right?
all like over there.
I got to go halfway across the state. So
So
it's
fuck
like
you.
it's 3.5 hours away.
Hey, what's
I got to
going
leave
on,
at
T?
5 in the morning.
Taylor,
Hey, Red Moon, what's up?
thank you for showing up.
They missed you, Paul.
Yeah, just the camp for you, Paul. Everybody does.
So yeah, so you got to be there early tomorrow. Good. I'm glad that you have to you have to get up early on a Saturday. It's good.
Do you guys have the same?
Okay.
Do you guys have the same arguments with the wives when you guys are talking about dinner? What do you want to eat?
They are the wives. They argue with each other all the time.
No, I'm talking about like tonight for dinner. I said I didn't want to cook, so I'm like, Crystal, what do you want for dinner? And she's like, I don't know, but I don't want to cook either. I'm like, okay, but like, what do you want for dinner? Well, I don't care. So I ask Emma, like, Emma, what do you want for dinner? And she's like, Subway. So I tell Crystal, I'm like, okay, Emma said Subway. So, and she's like, oh. I'm like, oh, okay, well, then what do you want for dinner? Well, I don't know. I'm like,
so then she doesn't know.
but
Right.
but like the argument, like, fuck. Make up your mind. I'm willing to buy you whatever the hell you want. Just tell me what you want, and I'll get it. Like,
why don't you make that? Why don't you make that decision?
You just
No,
get it,
because-
and then they got to be happy with it.
Yeah.
Are you well?
I can tell you guys haven't been married long.
Been married long enough that I don't give a shit.
No,
I saw this thing on
whatever you want. Whatever you want.
that said that it's like a life hack for asking your wife what she wants for dinner. If they have no idea, you just come to them with 3 options. Be like, I was thinking this, or this for dinner. What would you prefer? Or, hey, I was thinking about taking you to this or this for dinner. And they're like, whichever one their fucking face lights up.
No.
It's
No,
like,
I've seen.
That's it.
It's what you say is, oh, I'm gonna take you to your favorite restaurant, and then when she screams it out, you go, that's it.
That's it.
Or you can be like, guess where I'm taking you for dinner, and then whatever they say first is done.
Okay, but here's the problem. I don't want to eat sushi every time.
And she doesn't want to eat Subway every time.
Yeah.
I actually didn't care what we ate today. I just didn't want to eat
Today.
sushi.
Sometimes you don't want fish, and sometimes she don't want a foot long.
Yeah, you knew that was definitely coming. I knew it.
That was good. That was well worded.
That was good.
That was good.
I'm giving you a couple inches. I said a foot long.
Did you guys watch What's in Your Cup this week?
We watched you fucking
Yeah,
bamboozled is what we watched.
Fucking poking you. He was poking
We
you
watched,
there.
we watched the Gerald Goat Ring show.
Take the bait.
I was trolled for an hour and 10 minutes.
Well, you got a taste of that when he was on this show. So
I know. I should be used to it with Brian. Fuck.
Avocado flower shells.
I know. Freaking Chris loves him, but he doesn't seem to love us very much. Minus Paul. He's got a New York thing, but he doesn't like the rest of us.
Them New Yorkers and their cock keys, they gotta stick around.
That's what family does, bud. Family stick.
He's
close.
not even family. He's fucking like Panamanian or something. He's not even your
don't
people.
call him that.
Watch out.
You better dress him Puerto Rican. He'll give him down your throat on that one.
He does live an hour away from the Canadian border, so.
Sorry, El Salvadorian, whatever. All you people look the same, Chris.
Oh,
Damn.
Oh boy.
Sorry,
Chris
I was talking about the Muslim community.
Chris or Brian? You said Chris. You talking about Chris?
Chris is Hispanic too. I was trying to be funny.
He's trying to say I look like a goat fucker, though.
That's fucked up. I don't like that, Chris.
Oh, Durka, G-haw.
Oh, Christ.
Man,
That's right. T,
Jeez,
coming
that's
to Long
insensitive.
Island? She's coming to Long Island. Taylor's coming.
she's coming to see you.
Oh shit!
I believe no. I think she's. I don't know why she's going to be heading down here. I think something about picking something up, but then she's going to make her way around Long Island. I'm sure we'll all get together. So I think in next month.
Well, I'm gonna keep pushing for CRBE this year and tell every American they should come to Canada.
Yeah, we're coming. I'm coming. I'll be there.
Because I want it to be like overrun by Americans and just have a great time.
We are planning on coming if that's at all possible.
Yeah.
But once you guys figure it out, let me know and I will look at.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna buy. I gotta buy a plane tickets. I don't think it was that much money to fly over.
No, it was like 300 and something when Canadian. I think when I looked, which is like for you guys like $50.
Right.
It's going to be round trip. Is going to be almost 2,000 for us.
I'll get kicked out again. Yeah. So, but yeah, I think it'll be all right. I think yeah, it wasn't awful. How much you said? $800?
No, like 2,000 for us.
For what?
There and back.
First class?
No, that's for two of us there and back.
All right.
That's not including hotels, Airbnb.
I'm allowed in Canada, Mike. Yes.
Whatever we decide to do. I
My-
would say if we do it though, we need to get an Airbnb together.
Well, what me and Crystal were talking about was either getting an Airbnb together or I book a block of hotel.
Mm.
So that we're all next door.
Okay.
I could do that. Yeah, I could dig that. I could do that.
We're just telling everybody on YouTube our plans, by the way.
Yeah, whatever. It's gonna happen anyway. I mean, if they want to come up to Canada, let's go to
Come on
fucking
up.
Canada.
Yeah,
You
The
just
more
go-
the merrier, right?
We'll get some cots. Everyone will fucking sleep, and then we'll fucking go troll the
Well,
fucking.
Weed's legal in Canada, right?
Yes.
Weed is legal in Canada.
Weed
That's
is
a selling
legal.
point.
I still can't do
Not,
it,
not for me.
but I know some people.
We're probably gonna like I said, we're gonna go bug Billy.
And I'm gonna eat some fucking poutine.
You are gonna eat a fucking poutine.
Where's it located in Canada? What Toronto? Is it
It's Mississauga. It's just outside Toronto.
Right.
Like you could go to Toronto, see the CN Tower if you wanted to.
Fuck you, Mike.
I will say this. It's going to be pretty fucked up if my first National Reptile Breeders Expo is a Canadian one and not an American one.
No, that'd be funny.
That's me showing you some love, Gerald. You better
That's
fucking
love. That's a lot of love.
that's some love.
Mike, we appreciate you. You can get off anytime.
That'll be 9.
Yeah.
There's 15 right now.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good.
Graceful, what's up?
Graceful Python.
Graceful
How
giving
are
us
you?
some love.
She's making some waves on the for being pretty new. She's like, I don't know, last year or so. She's making some waves on the IG. She's got more followers than I do.
She's marketing herself
Yeah.
well. Yeah,
Yeah,
she is.
she's doing really well, man. It's awesome. I met her at the Knoxville show. Her and her humongous family, all the children, and her husband, her sweet husband, man. Just it was really nice to actually put
Leave
and
my
then-
mom out of this, Mike. I'm listening.
Yeah. Did you tell your mom I said hi, Paul?
No, my mom doesn't like you.
I don't think that's true.
Fuck, man.
No, I don't think that's true, Paul. Did you tell her I said hello?
Maybe. My mom says hello to everybody. She does.
I know she loves everybody. She's
She
super
does.
nice.
Oh yeah.
She's a big old sweetheart.
And there is a reptile adventure thing in, I think it's
Canada
just
Reptile
outside
Adventure.
Mississauga. Yeah, but there is one out there. Crystal would, if Crystal was actually in the comments, which she's not, so I'll give her shit for that later. She
said-
would tell me what it is.
Where is she? Who is she
She
watching?
had
tonight?
better things to do.
Right? Like who's better than us right
She's
now?
probably watching Flawless.
We have pumped her band up.
100% she's watching Flawless.
And
Yeah.
she is not here supporting us.
Paul, can you text her and tell her to like get the hell off their podcast?
I want to see if she's in there. Yeah.
She's probably commenting up a storm in there.
Oh yeah.
Guaranteed.
Oh,
Are they
Yeah.
even live?
I bet my wife's
Yeah,
still
they went live
they're
tonight
at
at the
8
same time.
o'clock. Same time as
Wife
us.
coming up in the next 10 seconds that says she's still here representing.
Well, your wife still loves us.
She does.
My wife's still in here.
Yeah, your wife's still in here. But if my wife was in, we'd be up to like 18 right now. So yeah, she's not getting nothing tonight.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, Jessica? How are you?
So what was with all the rainbow shit you guys were doing to each other on Instagram? Like,
This motherfucker puts my name in the rainbow fucking
Every
all the
time.
Every time. It's a piece of shit. So I figured, you know what? I think those cool glasses will be rainbow glasses. Then he puts a fucking rainbow patch on my cheek. so
The rainbow
each their own.
war.
You guys are welcome to do you. I just was wondering what the hell the rainbows were.
It was a
very
it was a rainbow pride battle. We were just
Hey, cool.
Jabitiqua.
yeah. I didn't get to the you got it on my fucking hat, the rainbow unicorn.
Yeah.
It was perfect. It was perfect. It was perfect. It was perfect.
So Jared, you're a king of Varsity Blues. We've talked about it a few times.
I love Horses. It's my
yeah.
favorite movie.
So when James Vanderbeek names all the male part, go.
You want me to name all of them?
I want to see how good you do.
Or we got a round robin this shit.
Round robin, okay, go.
Hey, purple headed yogurt slinger.
Oh God.
Oh God, no.
Pedro. That was the end, though.
That was
That's
the
the
last
last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was gonna be funnier if you did, but anyways, it's
Tom
over.
Killer.
Sporting Wood.
It was a good movie. I still gotta watch it. I
Oh,
haven't
yeah.
watched it in a while.
Pedro.
Pedro.
Yeah, that I watched that. I think I watched that last week. I watched a little bit of it.
I just
It can't go wrong.
the big guy in that movie lost so much weight. He actually looks good.
Oh yeah, he lost a lot of weight. Had a lot of surgery and stuff. Like got it all cut off. He's
actually we can say he's a good looking man now.
he's
here it
a
comes.
fighter. He got into MMA and started doing MMA fighting.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
lost so much weight.
You guys watch Van Wilder lately?
No.
Nope.
Still stands up. It's funny.
Van Wild, you talking about with Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
That's like
That's
A
old.
long time ago.
It was spin off with Harold and Kumar too, right? And Harold and Kumar in that fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just,
y'all
it just
remember the
shows that
movie-
you're old.
You remember the movie Waiting?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The
I
Batwing?
haven't watched that in a long time, but it was
It's another old one.
Yeah. But
I love those old movies.
Makes you feel old, bud. Makes you feel
Yeah.
old.
All right, here's a question for you guys. What is a saying from where you guys are from that you say like regularly that people there know, but people outside of your area have no idea what the fuck you're saying? Like local slang.
Mine's simple. Double. Confuse the shit out of all of you.
It is not the same double we're talking about.
Yeah.
But A, everything has A at the end of it.
Yeah, oh yeah, sure, you betcha. Yeah.
Here's a fuck.
I can't even fuck. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea.
Get her done?
I say fuck you a lot.
Get her done?
Go
Like,
fuck yourself.
That's
Like
Jared.
one of ours is like, ooh, you're finer than frog hair.
Mike is picking on me.
Yeah.
Or it's colder than a witch's titty.
Well, when I was stationed in Georgia, I heard someone say it's hotter than two rats fucking in a wool sock.
Hotter than two rats in a wool sock.
Don't they? Somebody I've heard it. What water fountain they call bubbler out there?
Not where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
The bubbler something else for Jared.
Yeah.
That's when you fart in a hot tub.
That's the bong. We call the bong the bubbler.
Yeah. So.
Okay, have you guys seen the commercial or the advertisements for Momofuku noodles?
What?
Momofuku noodles.
What the fuck are you talking about? Is that's some Canadian shit?
No, it's from the States. So Momofuku noodles, it's like, I don't know, Chinese noodles. I don't know,
Covered in fucking maple syrup?
ramen noodles.
What kind of Canadian shit are you talking about?
It's not Canadian. Momofuku.
That sounds Canadian. Huh?
Momofuku.
Momo.
Momo.
Yo, people call assholes. Yo, shut up, Momo. Fucking Momo, fucking noodles. Come on, I don't believe it. He's special as his grandma would say. 100%, Jr. He's fucking special. He's really special today.
JR would never talk about me like that. He's definitely talking about Gerald.
I think he's talking about you.
You want to put 20 on it?
20 Canadian or 20 American.
Perfect. We'll put some loonies.
I'll put a double on that shit. Your double is way cheaper than mine.
You got to put a $20 super chat on Brian's
No,
show.
you said no. You.
I'm not giving Brian a $20 super
That
chat.
still
Brian
doesn't level
rode
us out.
me for an hour and 10 minutes. He's not getting shit from me. He owes me a $20 super chat.
Well, I mean, the guy, it was a good donation on that screen for a good fucking hour.
He was. I'm sure he was hoping that I would say something about it. I was not doing it. I wasn't giving him the satisfaction.
I
Neither
said
one of those fat fucks are here tonight.
I said something to
You're
him.
probably on Flawless too.
Well, no, I think Chris might be over at his girls, right? Isn't he?
Yeah, he's with his girl.
Yeah. He's decommissioned. He's out.
He's bouncing a while.
He's dehydrated.
Oh yeah, he disappears right now. Yeah. But
he is legitimately working with only one leg.
He's hopping around right now. But I said something to Brian. I'm like, "Yo, that's real. That was real fucked up." He's like, "I didn't mean to do it, but then it was rocking for so long." He's like, "I just couldn't take it off." I'm like, "That is fucked up." Yeah.
No, my wife did not.
But Mike stuck around.
In the chat, she was supposed to say something. I said 10 seconds she'd say something, and she didn't. I think she did it just to be an ass and tell me that she wasn't going to do it.
Yep.
My wife chimed in. She's still here.
I don't listen to you. You ain't my boss.
Yeah. I tell my wife, "Hey, how about you gonna go?" She's like, "No." I'm like, "Oh, thanks. thanks for the support."
I picked up my one animal from the expo.
Oh, that's right. You were supposed to have two.
No, the other one did cancel before. We knew that was happening.
Right.
But I did get the one. He was super awesome. The animal looked great.
He's getting beat up right now.
Yeah.
But so that's good though. I mean, how was that show anyway? You liked it?
It was good. Yeah. April didn't want to leave.
Yeah, of course.
I know. I've seen that.
That was her first. She was on cloud 9. She's now looking forward to her next expo.
You got a table on the next show?
No, June. Because they have one in Toronto next month again, and then we have the one in Ottawa in June.
Right.
And then basically,
what's the one that it's September, right? The one that we're coming up.
Yeah.
September?
So they take the hiatus from the end of June. They don't do anything for July or August.
Right.
They wait until September and then they do it again. And so the CRBE is one of the biggest ones because one, everybody's had a chance to hatch out if they or whatever, and they haven't had shows for 2 months because everybody, going to cottages, summer stuff, right? Kids are off school, so it's the first one back into expos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. How did Billy do for that show?
Billy, well, he's always talking. Like that guy there, he should. If he got paid by the word, he'd almost make more than he does on ball pythons.
Yeah, well, he does 3-hour shows or 2-hour shows nonstop, easy.
He's
easy,
honestly on all the time. Like you go to the show, the expos, and you watch Billy talk from like the moment it starts, and every time you go by, you'll see him talking to somebody new.
I can't
like,
wait to go up to
he's
that.
talking the whole time.
I can't wait to go to his storefront.
He's got a nice place, and awesome animals, and yeah. You'll get lost, and you'll probably drop about 5 G's.
Leave your money at home.
Yeah.
Hey, for those 10 of you that are still watching, smash that like button. Give us a little love. Give us a sub if you're not already subscribing.
Thanks, Jared.
You're welcome.
So I'm going to tell you this because it's funny.
Hey, Steven.
April was all shocked because this is her first expo to go to, right? So you're with a bunch of other breeders. Everybody knows each other's names. So April goes by a booth, I'm not sure if my wife wants me to throw out the name, so I'm not going to.
Well, she's not
But-
here, so
I was
it
gonna say
doesn't
she's not here
matter.
to tell you no. Yes, no.
Right.
All right, don't have to though. I get it.
So, well, it's just whether he wants me to or not. But anyways, he,
Do it.
Oh Christ.
there, Brian.
Do
So, anyways, she says, that's an amazing animal, and he tells her like, I could give you a deal on it, and she's like, I didn't bring any money with, I didn't bring any more money with me, and he's like, well, just take it. I trust you. And she's
That
like,
is some Canadian bullshit right there.
so,
That
so
would never happen
Not
at
here.
a White Plains show. Yeah, just take it. Don't worry about it.
So no, so he's like, just take it. He's like, I'll get it from you later, and so she's walking with us, and she's like, I'm leaving in debt. And I'm like,
Yep.
well, welcome to the shows.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
well, I said, once people get to know who you are, like if you're not this is your first time at an expo.
What?
No, if you're not a nobody, like you've actually been to the expos, they've actually maybe done business with you before. People will be trusting and like same as you guys do trades, I'm sure, in the States and say, hey, I'll get it back to you next week.
No, we don't do that here. That's a Canadian.
You've never traded anything.
No.
And then that's very Canadian of us. Then
Well, have you guys traded anything? I don't think we do that here, do we?
You don't trade up?
No, I don't trade.
People do
You trade?
trades, but I mean,
It's like taking
I haven't.
taking a snake to a show that somebody already bought, and then you just show up with it and give it to them in the parking lot. We don't do that here.
oh god,
not for without a fee, right?
Not without a fee. I mean, at least $250.
I mean, there's people inside the shows. They're paying money for those tables, and you're out in the parking lot just giving steaks away.
We don't do that.
is that where we're going with this? We're going there.
That's shameful.
Now
That's
I'm
shameful.
It's
now
disgraceful.
we're trolling on our own show. We're trolling on our own goddamn show.
Well, I mean, you got it for like an hour and a half. You might as well get it for a
Yeah.
little while longer. It's fine.
Yeah, just another 8 more minutes, and we'll be all right.
Yeah. So I'm not crazy. You have sold and met at an expo and then went in and shook hands, kissed babies, and don't shake your head, Gerald. Jesus Christ.
No, you know what?
Done
I
that.
mean,
It does
that
happen.
sounds extremely Canadian, guys. I don't think we do that in the States.
Okay, fair enough. I give up. I do crazy stuff. What can I say? I'm Canadian.
No, I agree with you 100% on that one. That's a meetup. I mean, most of the people that meet up, they're going in the show anyway because they've got a product to buy, or they've got somebody they just want to go look around. So they're going in the show anyways. It doesn't matter if you meet them in the parking lot or not. They're still going to go in the fucking show. And most of these people are going to carry their mite-infested fucking snake all the way through it and show everybody that's there.
Name of the game, right?
Yeah, that's just how it is.
What is this? White Plains?
Mite planes.
Oh yeah,
Paul, you have you vended there or just went there?
I went to White Plains, and I've actually vended there. Yeah, with Baker.
Kyle and them, right?
Is it as bad as what they say it is, or are they embellishing a little bit?
I mean, it could have been as bad as what they said, but a couple of shows, or before, whatever. I mean, when I was there, I looked at a bunch of tables, and I didn't really see anything awful. That
Didn't it go away for a while?
Yeah, it stopped for a while for I think the whole COVID shit and everything like that,
Yeah.
So and then when
People had time to clean up their act then.
So, but and it has to be every show that somebody shows up like that,
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say that every show has one or two that sneak through the cracks
Right.
that are just shitty and shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
And they give a bad name to everybody. It happened at the Knoxville Repticon show not too long ago.
People
There was
were
a guy
calling the guy out.
Yeah, they were calling the guy out.
And that guy has done it multiple times at all the shows.
Yeah.
So at a point like that, and then that, but the problem is they should not let that guy vend there anymore.
I agree.
It's like
That's-
out here,
that's
they
on
just
the
want to sell the
promoters.
table.
Right.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
just want to sell a table.
Right. So,
it's not worth it. Like selling the table out, it's not worth it.
Well,
You're better off to have an empty table or put a couple plants on it.
Yeah, you go to a show, you end up getting mites on your snakes. You take care of them, and you get rid of the mites, and you're like, I'll go back to that show. Probably wouldn't happen anyway. You probably wouldn't go back, but if you did, and then you get mites again, it's not going to be good.
Right.
Mites are at every show you go to.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't matter. They are there. Now, whether you contract them or not, you get them on your animals, depends on your quarantine process and how vigilant you are at making sure that you clean yourself and your animals before you go in. Before you go into your
You should always act like you have them when you come back from a show.
Yeah, always just assume that they're there because they are.
Yeah.
I guarantee it. At some point, at one table you go to, or somebody comes in that show and they have a snake around their shoulder, there are mites at every show you go to.
Yep.
Always assume that you're coming home.
You have no idea how much bugs bother me. So you just saying that right now, I'm itchy.
Have you ever fought a mite infestation?
Yeah.
I have had mites once on a couple of animals. The great thing about us is we have farm, so we have ivermectin. So ivermectin,
the horse pills.
no, ivermectin is actually an injectable, but you can use it as a topical for snakes.
Right.
So what you can do is mix it with water, and it makes it topical. Yeah, mix that.
So we do the pest strips and then do iodine, Dawn, and hot water soap, and then it chokes them out, and then the pest strip cut up in there.
Yeah.
So we used to do permethrin, but they've got a strain of mites now that is resistant to permethrin or Prim 10, whatever you decide to use. And so we found out that the what's the spray that everybody was using for a while?
The Nix.
Not Nix.
Oh, Prevenamite.
Prevenamite.
No, not Prevenamite.
No?
It's the one that had the collars for the dogs and.
Oh, it's
Frontline.
Frontline. Right. Frontline discontinued.
That's because it was given neuro problems to dogs.
But there's a brand that came out that's the same ingredients, and I can't remember. I'd have to go pull the bottle to tell you what the
Proline.
It might be Proline, but it's got the same main ingredient. And man, I'll tell you what, I spray my enclosures when I get home. I spray my snakes down, and then I put the pest strips, and then I take my shoes. I spray my shoes down with this stuff, and my clothes go straight into the wash machine on hot water. And for the last 4 shows, I have come home and not had a problem.
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's been nice.
Mike, we usually have one animal that will allow people to touch that we quarantine the crap out of. It's usually an adult, because people who've never touched an animal, that are afraid of animals, sometimes it's good to have that aspect because people have this big fear of animals, or snakes specifically. So it's good to get them to be able to have a bit of interaction. I don't really give it out, but I'll let them see it while I'm holding it, kind of thing. The animal that did have mites came from a show, and I don't think it was the person I bought it from. I think it was just because it was there. Like we were talking about, everybody comes into the show, everybody's touching tubs, and it doesn't take much. But it was relatively easy to fix. Just, the moment I see one, I got to be honest and say I'm so paranoid.
Everybody has it. When you
Everybody, yeah.
if you see one snake that has mites, you say every snake has it.
I treat everybody like they have it, so everybody gets treated, and I don't care because I'm so bug phobic that like I literally got at the expo. I bought a gecko. I bought a gargoyle gecko, subadult, and he's literally just to catch bugs from Crystal's room that make it over to my room. He's going to be eventually free roaming if I can make it happen. He'll be free roaming and he can eat anything that moves.
Your pest control.
So if you have what you treated with this stuff, right? It tells you if you have anything insects wise in a certain amount of area, like say you have geckos and you have crickets or you have anything, don't have it in the room.
It'll kill it.
Yeah, dead.
So when I come in my basement is by my back, like the back door, right? As soon as you come into the back door, you could just make a quick left to come downstairs. So sometimes when we leave the door open, we have that fly net, but the flies will come down here.
Yeah.
And within a certain amount of time, they're all dead.
Here it is.
Jeez.
Right.
This is what we use. You can get it off Amazon.
Direct Protect Plus.
Yep.
So has anybody
What's up,
read the
buddy?
predatory mites?
Methoprene. Methoprene is the main ingredient there. That's
what it, right?
methoprene. Okay. So that's the main ingredient in Frontline that really works.
Gerald probably not, but has anybody tried like the predator mites?
I heard about them being very good.
Yeah, because they'll eat them out, and then you don't have to worry about any, spraying any toxins or.
What?
Because I know.
How are you?
Howdy. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, God.
Is that?
I know a lot of people.
I have had.
What's that?
Can you use that? You spray that on your snakes? Yeah.
Yeah. I spray it straight on them, or well, I spray a rag and then I wipe them down with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I spray their tubs. So every time I do a tub change, I'll take the tubs, I'll clean it out, I'll spray it with what's the blue stuff, Chloe? Chlorhexidine.
Yeah.
I'll disinfect with Chlorhex, and then I go back and right before I put the substrate in, I spray it down with this Protect Plus stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Now, do you do that all the time, or you do that like once a month?
I do that every change out. So that's like every complete change, which is like bi-monthly or quarterly.
Okay.
Depending on how the substrate looks, because sometimes it lasts longer.
Right.
Sometimes they're jerks and they destroy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. So Jared, you good for a few more minutes, or?
Yeah, I got a few more minutes,
There you
man.
go.
I mean, you got to get up early tomorrow. So what time do you got to get up?
I do.
3.
I gotta be up at 4.
Well, we love you. We love you for toughing it out.
I'll be thinking.
At least I show up. Don't just call in sick, and then we got to backfill with the other Gerald. That's never fun.
Well, we had to backfill a
What's wrong
couple
with
episodes
Gerald?
ago.
Leave Gerald alone, Dick.
Well, Timothy, I know that the Fat Man said that Listerine was good for everything. He put certain members in it. He put members in it and said that it fought STDs. So, yeah.
Oh man.
You tell me I'm wrong. Did he or did he not say that?
Good. I'm glad that he's on mute. Did you mute him? Good. We can't hear you.
Why did you mute me? You just Batmaned me. That's bullshit.
I didn't mute anybody.
I think it's your stupid fucking internet again.
It's not my internet. My internet is fucking perfect now. Right?
Well,
My
Holy
name-
people
my name
got it
is-
on the
my name
glove
is
box.
not Brian Rivera. My internet is fucking flawless.
That's where Crystal is watching flawless freaking geckos.
I can't find it live on there. I looked on their YouTube page. It's not on there.
Maybe.
Might be under their flawless creations.
No,
not the
she
Crested
might be
Geckos.
sleeping because she's just tired of you.
Well, I don't blame her. Now you guys got me looking on. Yeah.
Maybe she went to go get sushi because she's
They're not even live right
always keeps a bottle in his glove box.
now. Flawless Creations was 2 weeks ago or 2 days
Yeah.
ago.
I think you.
It said tonight they put something tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're live on their flawless Crested Geckos.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
couldn't find
I'm fixing the video chat, Crystal.
Yeah.
They got 12 people watching, and I'm sure one of them's her.
Oh yeah.
it.
We're all giving my wife.
Plus is no longer available on Amazon or their own website. So, Jared, did you hear that?
What is it?
That's the stuff that you have. The Direct Protect Plus,
Yep.
no longer available.
On Prime?
It just said on Amazon or their own website.
Oh, motherfucker.
Hmm.
Thanks, Will.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
you leave it up to Will because he's that guy's like a wealth of knowledge. That guy retains so much shit and just regurgitates it. It's amazing.
Use it out as necessary.
It's amazing.
The only thing he can't do is come up with his own podcast.
He can. He just doesn't want to fucking rip people apart. He's all right.
No.
He's all right in my
I've
book.
been waiting on it. I've been waiting on the shit show to start because I want
Who
to
the
be like,
fuck
yeah,
is
fuck that
Cole? Are
guy.
you calling Crystal?
Yeah, I'm calling Crystal. This is bullshit, Crystal. Why are you not watching us? Oh, she hung up on me.
Did you?
She answered and then hung up.
Fuck you.
No.
It's not very Canadian of her.
That's
No.
not very Canadian of her. I'm gonna call her back.
She's busy, you asshole.
She hit the fuck you button on me. It said didn't join. What'd you do, Gerald? What'd you do to piss her off tonight?
She does.
I didn't do anything.
She must not like us anymore, huh? Oh boy. Oh, he was gonna order some.
Yeah.
Well, I will find the next best thing. But the main ingredient is methaprene.
I mean, I had no problem with this. I had no problem with this. This and that and those strips and Dawn and I use Dawn soap.
Yeah. Mike, they have more viewers because my wife is on their show.
That's bullshit.
So that's why she's hitting the fuck you button on me, and it's not nice.
You're interrupting her live stream over there.
I'm not coming to Canada
Maybe
now
she's
because
on
you
there,
people are fake
on
nice.
with them. Is she like on there?
No, I checked it out there. She's not.
Oh.
I'm just throwing this out there. Maybe the Canadians aren't as nice as they play.
Maybe it's a
Seems
front,
to be.
right?
Involved in a lot of
Seems
drama
to be,
here
you
lately.
know?
They've been involved in a lot of drama here lately.
They're very cutthroat. You gotta watch out.
I was nice. Even when I was on Ryan's show, I was nice.
Snakes and guns.
No, you were nice when we got on Brian's or when you got on Brian's show. Our episode, you were not so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you make fun of us and everything. It's fucking crazy.
What are you talking about?
Oh, Charlie.
What up,
Hey,
Charlie?
Oh,
A
There
little
yeah,
late,
it's
Crystal.
At the fucking end of
All of a sudden, she comes back. It went down to 8.
Ah.
yeah.
After
She
hit the
forgot we
fuck
were
you
on.
button on me twice. She must have been
$80
deep.
a fucking
She
bottle.
must have been deep in sleep,
Jesus Christ.
thinking about winning the 15 minutes of lame competition with Paul by her side, a real man, a real winner. Not this Canadian lame ass Gerald.
She's saying it's $40 a bottle. That's fucking crazy. She
She's
fell
saying
asleep. I told you.
Oh my
I told
God.
you she was dreaming about Paul.
Yeah. You're Paul, a real man. A real 15 minutes of lame man.
Oh, Christ almighty.
It was either Paul or it was Chris Eaton. One of the two. She was
Yeah.
dreaming about one of them.
Either one's not me. So
Even though she has a fucking former stripper husband, you know.
So I do believe she's going on the 15 minutes of lame this year.
What did she decide she was going to?
I think Chris reached out to her, so she's I think gonna do it.
You shouldn't drop that on our fucking show. She should be dropping that on her show. You just ruined it. Oh man.
Man. Oh, she should have been awake and told me not to say it.
Surprise! Go back to sleep.
Yeah. Go back to sleep and dream about being sexualized on Chris's podcast.
What the fuck, Harold? Oh man.
You heard it here, Crystal.
You heard it here.
There's a 15 minutes of lame.
You heard it here first.
And look, the lamest chat just spilling the tea. We're just spilling it all. It's all coming out. We are like the.
You know, I feel bad.
We are the tea spillers.
We're Samson Snakeatorium 2.0.
Oh, Stone.
Whoa.
Spilling the tea. The good, the bad, and the fugly.
She gets to join. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be in the middle.
that doesn't sound bad at all.
Nope, not a bit.
Wait, did you say that doesn't sound bad as in like you're into it, or it doesn't sound bad as in?
You mean she could be getting 4 foot longs? What? Oh, subways.
Well, 3 foot longs and a 6 inch. It's fine.
It's fine. Whatever it is, right?
Whatever.
Do we all get to guess which one's the 6 inch?
What was the main ingredient again on that stuff?
Methoprene.
Okay.
And
I'm sure it's in something else.
Oh, it is.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
in a lot of stuff. It's in a lot of your mite prevention or flea and tick stuff.
I'm pretty sure it's probably in this too. I just can't find it.
And also, there is a oral treatment that if you want to look up Dr. Johnny Gobble from Gobble's Reptiles, he has a paper on it that is a oral preventative for mites and ticks for reptiles.
Right.
It is a dog treatment, but it does work, and it gives you the calculations, so it does work on your reptiles as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's exciting.
Yeah.
You guys sound excited.
I cut my first clutch of the year.
Oh,
there you go.
Nice.
Look at and what happened?
Well, it was not the daddy that I thought it was.
So
Jerry.
You are
not the father. Yeah, I was so fucked up because I had completely forgotten that I'd put this male to this female because he was little. He was small. It was probably like fucking 450 grams, and I shouldn't have done it. I was trying to get him to eat. You know, I was trying everything. This motherfucker was just being a douche. And I went to go and check the eggs, and I cut the eggs, and he's the daddy. So, yep.
Yeah, we needed you here, Crystal, to back us up. That's all.
Yeah.
We did, in case Gerald fucked something up. How are we supposed to get it fixed quick if you were asleep?
Yeah, exactly. Although you just said I'm a fuck up, but I won't go there.
Yeah.
You did kind of throw him under the bus there.
You called G a fuck up.
No, he just tends to do some shit sometimes.
Technically challenged.
Yeah.
It's all right.
I mean, like last week, he played the fucking start of the episode 3 times before it fucking kicked.
Jared, she's right. It's past your bedtime.
It is.
Yeah.
I guess it's time to end this shit, guys.
It's time to go.
Now that Crystal's here, we can leave.
Right.
Yeah.
Now you woke her up.
Everything, that's it.
Yeah, we'll throw Crystal on the show. See, we'll get her prepared for 15 minutes of lame.
That is true, though. As soon as she shows up, we have 15 people.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul, I hear if you make her real, she'll give you a bang clown.
Oh boy.
Well, it's what happens when you add boobs to a show. You always get more viewers.
Big facts.
Facts.
Big
Yeah.
facts.
Crystal, what size is your bra now?
Unbelievable.
36 double F.
Yeah, that's his guess. Crystal? That's not the answer we're looking for, Crystal.
Oh, we weren't live. That's even better.
Oh, man.
I think it's about that time.
34G.
Yep.
Jesus Lord.
Damn it. I was a couple letters off.
On that note.
34.
And,
God,
yeah, on that note.
God damn.
God damn.
Oh, man.
And that was said in the most positive way possible without my wife slitting my throat. Just throwing it out there.
Good night, Shauna. We're
Good
going to
night,
be heading out anyways.
night.
We're heading out.
Good night. Thanks for hanging
boys-
out with us.
Yeah, thanks, everybody, for coming out. We'll see you guys next week.
Thank you guys, for showing
Thanks
up.
for coming out. Always funny, and
Listen,
you guys are a blast.
Listen,
I'll see you. I'll see you guys in the back, and I will end this as soon as I
He will
figure out how to do it.
He will try to end this now.
Oh,
Crystal!
God.
Crystal!